Super Crew. Three Kings.
It's HHM.
Axiom Music, nigga.
This is the remix. I get the bag, get the money regardless. Never been one of them starving as orange. They come to this hustle, I'm one of the smartest. Come to St. Louis, I'm one of the hardest. Stay with the big, don't care who I'm with. AR-15, it came with the cooler kid. Don't run up on me, keep thinking this cooler shit. Typing this niggas, y'all on some computer shit game.
All I know, I get money, honey. I'ma keep counting till I pass out. These niggas steady rapping, capping about bullshit, about to crash out. Niggas try to hold their nuts when they was in first, bitch. Who went last now? I'm a fool with that 12 years of school shit. What the class clown?
Quan say coke, you up. For real, a meal, a few up. Niggas been tripping since I blew up. Inside brown bitch, it look like I threw up.
I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless. Yeah, I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless. We ain't gon' stop. We ain't gon' stop. We just get started. I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless. I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless. I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless. We ain't gon' stop. We just get started.
If it ain't about the money, nigga, fuck that. I'ma go in for the bag, dog. Too many niggas say they real on
That's it right there. That's that thing right there. That is that thing right there. How we doing, good people, good folks. Oh man, that's that way back feeling right there. What? That's that daytime strip club music right there. Daytime strip club. What? Don't get me started. Don't even get me started up in cheer. But how we doing, good folk, good people? It is what I like to call Way Back Wednesday edition of the show. And welcome to episode 553 of Who's to Blame, the podcast. I'm your host, Dre Montz. How's everyone doing? It has been a long anticipated wait and arrival to come back to everyone. We've done some changes. We'll get to that in a minute to let you know and get you caught up on what's going on behind the scenes with Dre Montz and Who's to Blame, the podcast. But how we doing, good folks, good people? Let's raise that roof again. We're trying to bring back raising the roof. The high five, the running high five, and the slap on the ass when they walk away and turn around, point at them. We're going to try to bring all those three back this fall and winter. So please be on board with that. Please be on board for that. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Shout out to STL Pressure Coach Pat. Birthday was yesterday. My dog, my homie, Coach Pat in the building. My man. And to the rest of you guys out there and women, celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you. And again, thank you for my oldest daughter's birthday shout-outs that came through and true this past Sunday. So there you go. Happy birthday to all the people that are celebrating a birthday today. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you in love, life, relationships, possibly even a job. You just never know. Maybe you're going through something and you're feeling pretty good about it. There you go. So there you have it for sure. And if you're off today, if you're off on a Wednesday without being suspended from work, on probation, you're doing something good in life. There you go. So let's try it again. Let's raise the roof. Give yourself a good hug. If no one hugs you before you leave the house, hug yourself. If you live alone, hug yourself. Motivate yourself throughout the day. Motivate yourself. Look in the mirror before you leave work every day and say, we got this. Just try it out for size, especially my men out there. But if it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. We're at our new location here. And I'm telling you, after 15 years of talk radio, in 10 years of podcasting from my home in various locations throughout everywhere, this is good. This is comfortable. This is what I'm talking about. It feels like the good old days. The good old-fashioned days of yesteryear. Who's to blame? Oh, we can go around the building on that. We can point fingers everywhere on situations like that. But maybe that's another day and another occasion. Right now, I want to make you happy. Let's have some conversations that get the people going. Put you in a positive enlightenment to get through the day. We all know how the day can be. Encouraging, uneventful, and sometimes just flat out spontaneity gets the day going. But before we get into the show, a whole lot of things behind the scenes have been happening. We took a little break for about 3 weeks to figure out where we were going with the show. Should we keep it at home? Should we go to a studio? Should we go to various locations? But when you're legally blind, and YouTube and lift fees are going through the roof, and there's no one that will stop at a stop sign in St. Louis, true story, who's to blame? You want me to walk to a bus stop every day to get to the venue? Won't happen. So we got to find some place that's convenient and made sense to the people. So here we are, good people. We're here now. We'll be here until we go on vacation in April. So a lot of things to celebrate here, huh? A lot of bells and whistles to get used to. So I got a phone number now. We'll give out the phone number next week because we got so much to get into on Who's to Blame, the podcast, episode 553. You can follow us on Facebook, Dre Montz. We also have a page, Who's to Blame, on Twitter, at W2B, Dre Montz, as well as YouTube, Dre Montz. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for my kids, I would not have ever gotten on TikTok. But we're on TikTok, Dre Montz 63. So check us out, share it, like it, comment, do what you have to do. But most importantly, let's get on into the show, good people. This is my favorite time of the year for several reasons. It's the only time of the year I think men can dress as men. Who's to blame? The weather. You can't put on good clothing when it's 90 plus and humid. Things sweat you had no idea about. But the fall and the winter, my favorite word, accessorizing. Oh my God. When I worked at the mall in high school, yes, I worked at the mall in high school, and sold clothing to young men and grown men, and you got to accessorize. One day they let me dress the mannequin in the window at the mall. True story. I worked at the Galleria and Northwest Plaza when it was outdoors. I'm showing my age, and I'm proud of it, Mom and Dad. We just turned 54 2 weeks ago. But back to the point. You just get to a point where you understand things a little better, and when you understand the clothing options for men in the fall and winter, it makes things that much easier. But there's something else that goes on this time of year. Not the obvious, football, NFL, and college. But what about college basketball? Now we talking. Who's to blame for that? I blame March Madness as a child. I was a mere teenager, left alone, and the TV was on CBS. And Billy Packer was calling a basketball game, and I was just intrigued by the voice. And that was my first introduction to March Madness. You be the judge. How do you feel about college basketball? You a Mizzou fan, SLU fan, Wash U, Lindenwood, Fighting Illini, McKendree, wherever your passion may be. I don't judge people on their sports affiliation or affliction anymore. We can't blame our upbringing. We didn't pick our parents, and we didn't pick our damn name. Okay? So let's just keep it moving forward. So whatever team you root for, here's to a good 2024-2025 season. I, state your name, Dre Montz. I am a University of Kentucky Wildcat basketball fan. What did he just say? But you live in St. Louis. Not the point. Not the point. Don't test me on my sports in St. Louis affiliation. Just walk around your neighborhood and look at the different ball caps people wear. And you tell me all of them say Blues? All of them say Cardinals? All of them say SLU? WashU? Lindenwood? What? Did I miss something? This thing on. Okay, you have the right to do that. Pick who you need to be. Root for who you would want to root for. But I used to root for Mizzou basketball. But a funny thing happened. Raycom Sports back in the day with Steve Stepanovich calling the game. And he was a hell of a basketball player as well. And he reflected on this story back in the day when he was a student and basketball player for, may I say it, looking straight ahead, Norm Stewart. And he talked about this guy named Travis and the way he shot that three-pointer. And I said, I'm going to follow this kid. Another stories I have where I follow an athlete and I become a fan of that team. Well, that's how it started. Then he went to Pitino. And then Pitino went to Kentucky. And that's when it started. So you trying to tell me Kentucky new basketball coach is none other than Mr. Mark Pope, who was a part of the 1996 Kentucky Wildcat team. Hello, America. Huh? If I tell you all my sports teams right now, you're going to come up here at 3119 Hampton and pray for me. You're going to put your hands on me and say, we feel sorry for you. I have not had it good. Who's to blame? Don't get me started. But I'm proud of this Kentucky Wildcat team for their performance the other night. If I tell you the numbers, it'll blow your mind. Okay, check this out. Mr. Pope. I don't give a damn who you say we played. We didn't make the schedule. Everybody was involved in that. Yeah, we beat Wright State 103-62, but not my problem. Not my problem. If you didn't want that action, don't schedule us. But we shot 61% from the field. I don't know anyone on this team. This entire basketball team, I do believe they put up the stats on this one. Over 482 starts, but none of them have ever set foot on a Kentucky basketball floor. Speaks volumes. We shot 61% from the field. Hold on. We're not done yet. We shot 55% from three-point range. Staggering numbers right there. Then we had 24 assists and only 6 turnovers. Look here. And 9 different scores were in double digits. What? I'm sorry. We had 9 different scores and 5 were in double digits. I don't think most people are paying attention to that. And we beat Wright State 103-62. I don't want to emphasize too much on the exhibition, family night, fan appreciation night, home opener. But when you have a sports program that has had a lot of difficult times in following through and living up to the moment, okay, you learn to appreciate things. You learn to appreciate things. That kid right now you're mad at, yeah, that D hurts. But don't get mad and put the kid down when they come home with a C+. It's called trying. It's called trying, kids. It's called trying. But here is to college basketball. I'm going to express my passion a little bit about college basketball. You know, you guys don't know yet. You know Friday on this platform. You know how I feel about college football this Friday. But college basketball, that's a different breed. It's not that long of a season. It gets to the point. It doesn't really start into February due to holiday break and testing. But as I tell my college football fan base, players, parents, whatnots, you can tell when a player is unhappy. When they missing mama home cooking. When they missing Felicia down the street with the fat ass. Yeah, Yeah, he need to come home. Junior need to come home. You can tell something's up. But looking at the different things that go up and down throughout a college basketball season is very, very intriguing. From coaching, living up to the hype, and getting used to being away from home. You can't wait till you 17, 18 years old to leave your home for the first time more than 100 miles. Come on now, Earlene and John. Get that boy out of the damn house. You too, Miss Gordon. Get the boy out the house. Get these kids out the house. Let them explore, see the world, travel, do all kind of things like that. All right, it is Way Back Wednesday edition, and this is Who's to Blame, the podcast, episode 553. You can check out our latest episode of our podcast wherever you get your favorite podcast at. The website is still under construction right now as we about to start selling some merchandise. Okay. But it should be up shortly, DreMontz.com, and I have all the links on there for everything you need to be affiliated with Who's to Blame the podcast, as well as Montez at midday. So there you have it. Kentucky basketball is here. Hello, America. All right, moving right along. I've been seeing this a lot lately. I don't know if it's the state of the world, the state of the situation, the weather. But I want to talk to my men folk right now. I can't talk to women because I'm not a woman. I got to talk to the men folk. Things I know about, things I feel good about. And I want to know, men, how is your support? When you have a good day, is it straight to the bar? You rolling something up? You going over that girl house? You sitting in the car for a minute? But where's your support when it's going good? When it's going mediocre? What are we doing as men? And the reason I bring this up, over the summer, I had a man bonding weekend. Shout out to my homie, my brother, my left hand and right and down the middle, my dude Menden. Out of his mansion, my title sponsor, Rob, came in from OKC, and we got together as men and just put it all out there. Put it all out there. Now, you take that same experience back when you're not late teens, early 20s. First thing would have said, where the hoes at? Where we going? No, when you're older, what we eating? What movie we watching? Where the fire at? Meaning, let's make a fire. And let's talk. Get it off your chest. All this stuff we hold in does not do any good at all. You got to have a release point. Whether it's video games, the gym, writing, creativity in your own way. But I want to know, where is your support group, men? Where is it at? Are they there for you only when they feeling bad? Now you want to bring that misery down road? I'm not talking about depressedroad.com. That's another show. That's 20 counselors on board when I need that. But I really want to know, where's your support group at, man? Talk to me. On that same level, we know what's about to happen right now, right? It's November. Them babies about to come home. And some of you probably have a child that just left home for the first time. Some of you have had the sex talk. You had the responsibility talk. 6th to 8th grade, depending on where you were raised at. But I think it's time again to have the talk again. Talk with your kid when they come home. Check the body language. See how they moving, how they swag. Smell them. Get up on them. Put that sniff in there. What's going on at school? Everything all right? Just don't take what they tell you for granted. Pay attention to the body language. There's a new demon out there I'm going to tell you about. I saw it on 60 Minutes 2 weeks ago. It's called cyberbullying. This thing is at a whole new level with AI right now. So talk to your kid. Talk to your kid. Have that walk off the house. Go out in the backyard with your son or daughter or both. Break them up in groups. I don't give a damn. But have that talk this holiday with your kids. Just kids, you as well got to do your part. You can talk to your parents. Social media is socially damaging right now to the ages of 12 to 27. So pay attention to the signs. Don't just talk to people. Listen to people. Who's to blame? Probably we are. Probably we are. And I just want to let everyone know it is that time of year again here on Who's to Blame the podcast, and my sports world fanatics out there. It is what I like to call NARP season. NARP. N-A-R-P. It's an acronym, and it stands for non-athletic real people. They do exist. They try to hide amongst us, have these fake conversations, try to gaslight us, but they don't know a damn thing. So be careful. Don't get caught up in moments, in public arguments, because you may get recorded. So be careful and be aware of NARPs. They are very knowledgeable. They know statistical information that we could wish we could dream of. If you watch the movie Moneyball, they one of them son of a bitches, a Bill James. They get you in trouble. So be aware of the NARPs, non-athletic real people. And before we get out of here, again, this is episode 553 of Who's to Blame the podcast with your boy Dre Montz with our new home and location. Oh my goodness. So many things and say and do. You have no idea what's on the horizon for the show. But before we get out of here, I want to put this in the mindset of my podcasters and live streamers out there. In the St. Louis area, Illinois area. Why can't we do something holiday spirit-wise, live streaming-wise, make it a global event? We all come together at one location and just have a good time. There's no money involved. Just come out, show your love for your show. Show your love for other creative artists in this weird, interesting world of podcasting and live streaming. Think about it. Talk about it. We'll come back to it. But again, this is your boy Dre Montz. Who's to Blame the podcast, episode 553. And as I say in the hood, we will holler at you next time. So stay tuned for that. As they always say, good people. Let's see if we can get a little music, get us going the right way. Get on up out of here with it. See if we can get it going.
I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless.
Yeah.
I'ma get this bag on these niggas regardless.
Music got J.
We ain't gon' stop. We ain't gon' stop. We just get started.